Witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gry Hogwarts Legacy. W poprzednim odcinku przegraliśmy niestety zawody z tymi piłkami i nauczyliśmy się nowego jakby czaru, tak to można nazwać. No i tutaj nasz profesor chce z nami porozmawiać. Oraz dołączyliśmy oczywiście do Gryffindoru. No dobrze, no to w takim razie chcąc z nami porozmawiać, no to porozmawiajmy z nim.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Dobra. Na górze jest, dobra. No dobra, widzowie, no to co?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Dobrze. Tu podobno
Revelio.
jest. O,
And then the werewolves join the
tu latało takie coś.
Accio!
O, co można wziąć? O, kotek. Jaki ładny kotek. Śmieszny bardzo. I słodki. No dobra, no to idziemy dalej w takim razie.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack! Was the minister a
Tutaj są
blue
jakieś
or the
drzwi.
minister a black?
Stop it, Pete!
Czekajcie widzowie. Więc tak, odblokowanie na misje poboczne. Dobra, no to w takim razie chodźmy na te zajęcia. Teraz obrony przed czarną magią, tak?
In trouble you will be, but you can't get things
O,
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
no dobra, chodźmy tam. W takim razie na dół. Bo to gdzieś na dole jest, prawda? Chyba tak. No dobra.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every
Ostatniej
year,
chwili.
but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okej. Levioso.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okej.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a
Okay.
weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate. Well done.
O,
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Ooh.
Protego. You may begin.
Leviosa!
Good form.
I know.
frajerze.
Protego! Stupid Tiger! Leviosa!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
No, to było
Not
proste.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Okej.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class...
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
I zamek.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition.
If you know the right...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough.
Okej.
Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
O, ciekawie.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
No dobra, także kontynuujmy dalej naszą przygodę. W ogóle tu mamy jakieś wyposażenie. Jakieś rękawiczki. Czarne skórzane rękawiczki. Po co mi takie coś? Dobra, nie wiem. Szata. Odzież. Jakaś... O, dobra, nieważne, nie skomentuję tego ubioru. Tu są jakieś okularki, bo jak kiedyś nie wyglądam z tymi okularkami. Obrona, zdrowie. Dość ciekawe, czy to będzie się dało powiększać. Wyzwania. Misje. Ukończone. Odbierz nagrody. Ukończ misję głównej historii, okej. Strony przewodnika. Zbierz strony przewodnika w Hogwarcie. No dobra, dobra, no to chodźmy dalej w takim razie. Co my mamy dalej zrobić? Dobre pytanie. Bo sam nie wiem, szczerze mówiąc.
Revelio.
O, tu nie ma już spadków FPS-ów, dobra. Teraz tak. Tutaj ostatnio latała jakaś kartka, ale ja nie mogę jej wziąć. O, tak mi się wydaje. Ja w ogóle mam pomysł, bo tutaj, jak widzicie zresztą, się pojawiały takie cosie. I tu mamy kolejną misję, więc no wszystkie teraz te miejsca zaliczymy. Ciekawe, czy coś dostaniemy, może jakieś osiągnięcie, czy coś. Nie wiem. Ale w sumie jak jest, to trzeba by nie skorzystać. O, tu już wziąłem jedno. Tutaj mam spadki FPS-ów, rozumiem. Tutaj się wspinamy wysoko. Tu byliśmy ostatnio na tych zajęciach nowych. Co to było? Dobra, nieważne. A tu w ogóle gdzieś ma ten Hufflepuff ma tu gdzieś wejście do swojego tego. Z tego co słyszałem, to oni mają. Czy tam Ravenclaw. A co to jest? Co on coś może... Co jest? Ej, tego się akurat nie spodziewałem i to totalnie. Ej, tego się akurat totalnie nie spodziewałem, widzowie. O kurczę, to było dziwne, ale dobra. Co tu dalej jest? Tu... O Jezus, ale naprawdę ładna ta gra jest. Dobra, tu... O, ja go znam! To jest ten... jak on tam, nie pamiętam, ale znam go. Okej, mamy pierwsze. Tu możemy sobie pokręcić, a tu co jest? Wyżej jeszcze. Nie wiem, ale się boję, szczerze mówiąc, tam wchodzić. To są jakieś te... Dobra, nie wchodzę tam, bo to za wysoko będzie. A przyspieszę wam troszeczkę wracanie. Już zaznaczam kolejne, więc timelapsik mały. No i dotarliśmy na miejsce. Kolejne. Co dalej mamy? Tutaj. Dobra. Czyli tu musimy iść. Nie, czekaj. Na dół? Tak, na dół. A tu co? A tu też kotek. Dobra.
Revelio.
Nic tu ciekawego nie ma. Dupa. Nic ciekawego. Okej, idziemy dalej. Coraz niżej. Okej. I tu gdzieś jest chyba ostatnie. O, tu jest. Tu jest misja. A to co to jest? Weasley po zajęciach. A, czyli ta. O,
What
zgredek.
about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He can...
That's...
O
I
matko,
see.
przewinąłem, że przepraszam.
Like trying to get a sonnet from a
Nie widziałem, że
streamer.
ten przycisk jest przewijany.
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some
Oh.
extra assignments.
Dodatkowe zadania.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
O,
Now,
okej.
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier,
A, do tej
we've
wioski.
arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Okej.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon
Dosyć
Alley.
pokątny.
We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okej.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okej.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Niby Nati z tego samego domu, on jest niby w ślubie. Dobra, pójdziemy z Nati, bo z tego
I'd like to
samego
go with
domu
Natty.
jest.
Excellent choice. Miss
Tego
Onai is
samego
one of
domu,
our
jest
most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can.
Okej.
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okej, dobra.
Revelio!
Coś tu jest dla mnie, czy niezbyt? Nie, niezbyt. Dobra, idziemy. Poznaję sobie... Dobra. O, jest, rzeczywiście.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes
Reparo.
things right up,
Okay.
makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Dobra.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area.
O,
I wonder where the flying page is.
czekaj.
Got it.
Okej, mam jedno. Teraz muszę iść po drugie. O, a co teraz? Ej, nie,
Lumos.
czekaj, bo-
Levioso. Lumos.
O. Chyba to nie wystarczy. Dobra, to idę tam do tego.
A flying page must
Oh,
be
yeah.
on this. Brilliant.
Dobra, mam. Tyle? Już? Koniec, tak?
I trust the
Preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the
No nie,
assignment,
nie
Professor.
złapałem.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Okej.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Okej, teraz F się klika zamiast spacji. Uwaga. Pyk. I pyk. Ripero.
Revelio. Accio.
Fontanna.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a
Okay,
jilted
naprawdę,
lover
coś
thought it
rzucałem,
too
o Jezu.
accurate and lashed out.
Okej. Naprawiłem. Jest git. Coś jeszcze tutaj do zrobienia? Czy nie zbyt?
Revelio.
Są jakieś drzwi, ale dobra. No dobra, to idziemy dalej w takim razie. A czekaj, właśnie. To jest kolejne jakieś zadanie. To zamiast na razie się szlajać, to pójdźmy do tej babki.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
O, mogę się
Pardon
jednak
me if I
wszystkimi
seem a little
zaprzyjaźnić.
distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating.
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can spot a clue that I've missed.
Lumos.
O,
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
no dobra.
My family and I travel.
Czyli to tutaj, tak?
This looks like the location from the painting.
Czy to będzie to
What could
samo?
be so special about it?
I've always said that travel broadens the
I was always in trouble, I was.
Co tu jest specjalnego, tego nie wiem.
Revelio.
O, jest. A nie, to jest jakiś motyl.
Accio.
Światło. O!
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Okej.
Is lower Hogwarts?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell
Oh.
Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Okej, i tu teraz? O! Zniknęło.
I used to write for
Aha.
parents every
Dobra, i teraz do niej, tak?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
O, dostałem coś.
How many else was in Hogwarts?
My mother sent me a
O, czekaj, bo
howler
tam
after I got
akurat
a
jest
paw
ten.
on my transfiguration hour.
To.
Oh dear.
A nie, ja
I
myślałem,
shall
że...
get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello.
O, to ona.
Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Oj.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I
Okay.
could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
No dobra. To jest biblioteka.
I'm going to have to use Akio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Akio.
Okej.
Revelio.
O, i tu w ogóle można ten.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Dobra, idziemy wyżej teraz. Uuu. O, było tam. Czekaj.
Akio.
Pyk. Dzięki. I tu jest... Dobra, i teraz schodami w dół. Wow. I co teraz?
Revelio.
No bo ja nie wiem. A nie, czekaj, to coś tam jeszcze latało.
Akio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
To było dobre. Dobra, jeszcze jedną tą książkę mam znaleźć.
Revelio. Akio.
Trochę za daleko jest, żebym mógł ją zabrać. Muszę po nią iść. Jeszcze na górę.
Revelio.
Jest.
Akio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Okej, to idziemy. W ogóle jest biblioteka, ale ciekawe gdzie jest ten dział ksiąg zakazanych, bo podobno chyba, że to. No w sumie wygląda jak to, no jest niby ogrodzone, no chyba, że nie, to normalnie, a nie, to może być rzeczywiście to miejsce. Dobra, nieważne. W każdym razie podobno da się tutaj nauczyć Avada Kedavra i też innych takich zakazanych zaklęć w ogóle. Więc...
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy.
I don't know.
Dobra, o, a tu co? Skrzynia jakaś. Dobra, idziemy dalej. O ile tam mamy iść? Zbroja, stuknięcie, dobra. O! A, bo z nią mamy iść już na dwór. Dobra, widzowie. No to w takim razie, słuchajcie. To było na tyle w tym odcinku. W następnym odcinku pójdziemy z tą oto panią, która znajduje się tutaj. Pójdziemy z nią do tej wioski. Więc dziękuję wam bardzo za obejrzenie dzisiejszego odcinka. Widzimy się w kolejnym. Na razie, trzymajcie się i jak zwykle moja głowa nie chce, abym skończył odcinek. Także dzięki za obejrzenie. Trzymajcie się. Na razie. Pa pa.